all the way through that tournament. They got through to the grand finals over there. We've seen Tas coaching him in the past at the O2 finals. He was there behind him, giving him words of encouragement now and again. Is he going to take up the same role now that he's actually out of the tournament? I'll be very interested to see. In terms of prediction, I think you've got to go with Gorilla.
Well, opening chance there, if you can even call it a chance, maybe half a chance to be fair. Did go to Gorilla, playing from left to right. In the yellow, up against Ebinho. One interesting thing, if you look at the games that these guys have won, obviously they're both 2-2. Spider Kong and Linus were the two games that Gorilla won, both with just 1 goal difference. We'll keep that to ourselves for now, as I thought that was going to go in, but 1 goal difference in both games he won by. On the other side, Ebinho beat Ryan 4-3, and he beat Nightwatch 5-4, also only winning with 1 goal difference.
And if you're looking at
incredibly close games, even Ebinho, the games that he lost were also only 1 and 2 goal difference, so close.
If you look at the caliber, maybe, of the opponent that he's beat, you've got to say slight advantage probably to Ebinho. Hashtag Ryan regarded as one of the best English players in England and in one of the best Xbox players in the world. Nightwatch as well, fantastic player. I believe he won the E-Copper. No, Maestro won the E-Copper. He got through to the final of the E-Copper last year. Did Nightwatch, Romanian, lives here in Romania, in Bucharest. So 2 big results for Ebinho. But Gorilla's just different gravy.
Well, he's managed to put that one right into the top corner, and an early shock here for Ebinho. It is CR7. Using the standard version of him there as well, not the Champions League version, but let's have a look at that one again. Little drag back, and then just takes the shot, rifled on into that top right-hand corner. Everyone, I think, you know, expecting that Gorilla, a man who plays so well under pressure, has, you know, so much experience playing under pressure as well, to win this game, but I feel like you can't count Ebinho really out of a game like this. As you mentioned, I think he's beaten the better, slightly better caliber of player over the course of the day, but you know, we also have to factor in that the longer that things go on, different players feel their kind of peak, if you like, their warmest at different times of the day, and maybe for Gorilla this is the time now.
Yeah, I often say you never want to play your best game too early. If you're making it through to a semi-final or a final, you don't want to play your best game in the Swiss round or in the quarter-finals. You want to play it late on in the tournament. In my opinion, I think Gorilla, he can get by on a 70% performance or an 80% performance. When he's playing at 100%, we saw him in 2017 at that World Championship final. Nobody could touch him. I think he beat Cody the Finisher like 10, 11 goals.
Yeah, insane.
When he's playing without even thinking about what he's doing, just instinctual FIFA, there's not a lot of players who can even get close to him, never mind beat him.
We'll see how this one all pans out. Interesting for Ebinho. In similar style to his countryman, FIFA, they won the first 2 games, lost the second 2, so that kind of downward spiral almost, that kind of early elation that you have of going 2-0 up and thinking, I'm just one win away, just one win away, and I've got kind of 3 games of buffer to do so. That very quickly catches up with you. I think that plays a huge mental role in this one. Of course, Gorilla did have to win his last game against Linus, which he did, 4-3. Now ahead, and will he make it 2 here? Almost. It was the keeper's hand there that just poured it onto the post.
That was fantastic from Gorilla. That La Croqueta just in the box, moving left to right very quickly. New skill move added this year. Looking for that finesse on the edge of the box there. Question for you, Joe. Do you feel as though if you were a player, would you rather go 2-0 and then lose 3 in a row? Or would you rather go 0-3? What do you think is worse for the mindset? Because in my opinion, I think going 2-3 after winning 2 matches is a lot more. I think it'd play on you more than just going 0-3. If you go 0-3, it's almost as though you just never got started.
Yeah, you know, you can look on that back yourself. It always depends, of course, how the actual games have gone, because going 0-3 and losing just by 1 last-minute goal in every single game is also a bit of a killer. It's a harsh world to be in. But I think you're right. I think going 2-0 up, thinking you're safe here, this could be a good chance for Ebinho. Pulls it back, and, well, sweaty as you like, but they all count, don't they?
All the way to the byline with Ronaldinho just tempted him in. How many times we see people cut inside, cut inside, cut inside? That seems to be just something that's almost, it's theory. If you get to the byline, you always bring it inside. Ronaldinho there and Ebinho going all the way to the byline and then just a simple cutback. Eusebio slotted in from close range. That's a 99% chance of going in every single time. 1-1 the scoreline. Have we underestimated the Brazilian potentially?
I mean, I never gave my prediction.
What was your prediction?
Nah, I probably honestly would have gone towards Gorilla just because of
The
all the factors
experience,
we already talked about here. I don't think I need to say that all again, but I think Ebinho, he's already shown us that he can definitely
That could be a red
beat
card.
top-level players.
Oof.
Just a yellow.
Looked like he came in from behind, did Cristiano Ronaldo?
Yeah, that would have obviously been
A game changer.
a game changer. I was going to say a bit of a sticky situation, but I think that a game changer is definitely more on the mark for that one. Having Ronaldo sent off and then figuring out where you leave that hole in the end. That's a big ball blasted forward. Not really, though, great in terms of direction.
You see Thomas Meunier in at fullback for Gorilla. Not many people decide to go with the Belgian PSG man, but 6'3", good bit of pace about him, very good defensive and physical stats. Also, it's that same thing again that Boris was talking about earlier. If you're using him on an ultimate team and you've qualified with him, bring him to the event. There's no point switching him out for something else that you're unfamiliar with. You've got to play with that same familiarity. You often see Marlo takes his shoes off, gets almost sat cross-legged on the chair. It's all about making yourself feel comfortable in this surrounding and trying to forget that you're playing at a LAN event with so many points on the line and so much prize money up for grabs.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've talked a lot about the whole, bring the team that you've qualified with, the guys that you're used to playing with you. But it's also about trying to replicate, your qualifying environment, if you like, around you here. And if that means taking your shoes and socks off, which, funnily enough, here in the PGL studio, that is a requirement. It's
the
a
shoes,
rule.
not the socks.
Sorry, socks you should probably definitely leave on. But everyone's walking around here either with socks or with slippers. We saw Mo's Werder Bremen slippers earlier on, which is interesting. Oh, defender gets up. Head of the man who's trying to put it away, and it's looking like we're going to hit half time. But yeah, I think creating that kind of environment here. If you listen to music at home, why would you ever be having game sounds on here? Yeah,
100% agree. That familiarity, that surrounding, it's instrumental to being successful, in my opinion. That's a big tackle coming across from Rio Ferdinand.
Or not.
Referee's let it go.
Well, referee says, we've played enough of this.
Yeah, just get them in at half time.
Not happy with that one. Look at that, 6 shots to 2, 4 on target to the 1 of Ebinho. Slight possession advantage there as well.
I think a big stat, the pass accuracy, 89% from Gorilla, only 80%, so that's 1 in 5 passes from Ebinho is going astray, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're thinking how many passes you actually do, to have that sort of failure in 1 of 5, you know that's going to go astray. That's just not good enough. I think personally for me, you're probably looking 90, 91, 92% probably in your pass accuracy sort of range. I think we saw earlier on today 95% was pretty much the average from a lot of other players. Maybe the tension building apart, the nerves playing a part as well. This is a knockout game right now in Swiss style.
Yeah, it's definitely brutal. It feels almost, we talked earlier about the whole how we used to have kind of best of 1 straight into a knockout bracket, and you could just have 1 game and you were going home. I think this allows. Oh, this has got to be straight from the kickoff, surely.
Pulled it back.
Pulled it back, yeah. But I think this format lulls you into a false sense of security almost, because you think, I've got more games, I've got more time. This has worked nicely, and it is CR7 as well. That was straight from the training ground.
You took the words
ever seen it.
right out of my mouth. What a free kick from Ebinho. Can we see it all in full? We're going to see most of it. So he played it short. Ronaldinho out wide. A lovely little back heel played into his path. And then that man again, Mr. Reliable, Cristiano Ronaldo, to nod it home for Ebinho. Gorilla's probably thinking, well, not seen that before.
Yeah.
That's all you can do. Like, you've probably never matched against each other. He's probably kept that in up his sleeve all tournament long. And unless, oh, referee, you've had a mare.
Had a mare. Absolutely had a mare.
If this leads to a goal, Gorilla's got things to say. Thankfully not for him.
It's all a little bit of a mess there, but stay away from the ref. We've already seen what he's up to. Up to Vieira.
Free kick. Has Gorilla got something?
Yep. Exactly. And a yellow as well for Hullet. And now let's see what Gorilla's been practicing.
Does he have something up in his sleeve? Up his... in the locker, you could say. Standard free kick from Gorilla. Thomas Munier, not the man you want there to be finessing it. He's done well, though.
Good bit of work, and actually got to the ball at the end. It is Ronaldinho who's going to rifle it into that top corner as well. And 2 goals here, directly related to 2 set pieces. And this time it's Gorilla who brings us back even at 2 apiece.
Thomas Munier, he's earning his money. Is tonight. The Belgian man, lovely bit of work here, just to stab it back to Ronaldinho. One little scoop turn out of his feet, and then just smash past the goalkeeper. Nothing silky, nothing fancy about that, just straight power on his weak foot as well. Got to add into that top right corner. What a player he is. 95 dribbling, 92 pace, 90 shooting, 5-star skill moves. A real icon of the real life game as well, Ronaldinho.
Absolutely is. Joy to watch, both in and out of game.
A little bit like Mo Aubameyang, always playing with a smile on his face. Yeah.
I think that's, you know, part of a reason why so many people are fans in the end. You know, you don't want to be... It's not one of the fans of, you know, the Mardy guys.
Yeah.
Although I'm sure there are some exceptions to that one as well. Either way, Gorilla has brought us all back level. And there he is again, the man that orchestrated basically that last goal. And the man that put it away. I think it was Green, but it hit the defender. Falls to CR7. And when you see him stumbling around in the box like that, you just have to hope for the defence's sake that the referee doesn't blow it back, which he doesn't this time. And now it's Ebinho coming forward.
What a ball.
Lovely ball over the top. Surely going to score.
He's dinked it.
Oh, he's dinked it, but it's, I think, both not high enough and was far too wide there anyway. I think that was straight into the hands of the keeper.
As the goal comes off.
As you do. In reality, you'd probably be a little bit upset at that one, but luckily for us, he's not got no voice here. Here we go then. Again, straight off the kickoff. Ball is given away. Great bit of play here. Pele going to knock it up to R9 and straight back to him as well. The strength will get him past the defender. It's looped to the back post and the Hullet bullet won't miss. It's 4-2 to Ebinho.
Wow, he's starting to get a little bit of a lead now. Is the Brazilian, if he takes this into the second leg with a 3-4 goal cushion. Gorilla, he had a little bit of a hill to climb. He's got an absolute Mount Everest-esque size job on his hands right now. Has the former world champion in huge Gorilla, because Ebinho does not look like stopping. Okay, Gorilla had kickoff. He gave the ball away within the 3rd pass, and then Ebinho was just straight on him.
Well, this time he's managed a couple more, so I suppose that's a better rate than last time. Let's see if he can turn this off the kickoff and put it away. He's got himself a pause lined up. Knocking it around nicely here. And honestly, Messi, not a man we've seen a lot of either today.
That's a finish.
And, oh, he's hit the post. Oh. He's hit the post on the volley. A ball initially was fired out by someone else and kind of bounced back to him. A little unlucky. Oh, and that through ball almost went through as well.
Yeah, R9 with the original shot and then just bounced really nicely up to Messi on the full volley. Just cannoned off that post once again. I think this is probably the actual first time I've seen Messi used. I think I've not seen him, at least on stream, I don't believe. A couple of the guys whose games we've not actually managed to capture potentially could have been used, but Messi coming on, looking to play a massive part for Gorilla in this comeback trail. Switching into a 4-3-1-2. Slight variation of the 4-1-2-1-2. You see your CDM, not a CDM anymore, just stepped up into central midfield. It's a lot more narrow. You can almost throw a blanket over that 3 centre mids, cam and striker. And the width is going to come from the fullback. See overlap right there. Press after possession loss. He's going with balanced as well. The width slightly going further forward as well. So you're probably looking right now at 7 players bombing forward, including the fullbacks as well, making that 9. And then that centre mid just slightly dropping into a centre back, maybe like a 3 at the back potentially. This is a big move from Gorilla because he could get caught out.
And well, basically that's what's happened right off the get-go. Ronaldo to the byline, cuts it back. Oh, and they've played it around there. It was played onside by the man at the top. It's Henry who will be the one with the honours to put it away. But so patiently played again by Ebinho, showing that honestly he doesn't seem phased at all by the presence of Gorilla.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's coming to this game. I was talking about it earlier. The players like Gorilla, Nicholas, Aggie, players with that sort of reputation about them. Sometimes you go into the game and you're losing 1-0 even before the ball's been kicked, because in your mind you're thinking, oh, I can't beat Gorilla, can I? A little bit like when you used to go to, in a Champions League game against the Real Madrid or Barcelona, you'd go to the new camp or to the Bernabeu thinking, we can't get a result here. He's coming to this game with no fear whatsoever. That's a penalty.
Yep, that is a penalty. It's Hullet, who's already been booked, I think, as well.
Referee not giving anything.
No.
But Ebinho coming in, 0 pressure at all. He's playing quite freely. If Gorilla misses this penalty, this could be huge.
Yeah.
If he scores, potentially we've got a game in his hands.
Let's see. Will he fire this one home, or is his head going to drop after it being saved?
Good
It
penalty.
is put into the bottom left. Keeper went the other direction, and Gorilla is back in it. It's 5-3 now. Ebinho still with a 2-goal lead, but what a crucial one that one could turn out to be.
Yeah, huge penalty for Gorilla. We often say a 3 to 4 goal deficit is a lot to overturn in a second leg. 2 goals, very doable. Very doable. You get an early goal into half-time, you get one just after half-time, and then you can really start to turn the screw in that second half of the second leg. Ebinho, is that going to affect him? Is he going to start to go into his shell a little bit potentially?
I don't feel so. I mean, he hasn't previously.
Ooh, that's
that ball was certainly hopeful, if not what he exactly wanted to do, I more imagine to be the case. Will we see another goal before this first leg ends?
Just getting a shot on target for the stats.
Exactly. But maybe, just maybe, Gorilla can get in here. It's Alexandro, loses out to Hullet. Gorilla with a real chance. It's Mbappe on the edge of the box, down towards Albert. Good defending though by Walker. Yeah,
good opportunity here for him to whip it potentially into that back post area. That's quite poor from the corner, but still alive. Again, gave it away.
Oh, this could be, though, the danger point for him. He's still got a couple of men back. Oh,
he's busted a goal on that far side.
Bit of work. Henry up towards R9. Where does he go from here? Pass was poor.
Rushed.
And, well, was put back towards De Gea, who's going to fire this one up pitch. And that should surely be the end of this first leg here. It was looking a lot more gruesome for Gorilla before that penalty came his way. And maybe, just maybe, he's got chance for one more.
A good area to put this into the box. There's no risk really, just put it into the box. The game's going to be finished as soon as this is taken. Seen a change from Ebinho, that is, because we are watching Gorilla's perspective right now. So Ebinho making a late change. Maybe he's got someone tall on the bench to head this away, bringing him on just for this. It's not going to be the case. Messi over the free kick. I tell you what, if Gorilla scores directly from this free kick, that'd be special. You see, he's flicked onto Ronaldo in the box. He's looked for that front post. Not going to be, and that's going to be full time in the first leg. 5 goals to 2. 5 goals to 3, I should say. And what did I say before the game? We're going to be behind him. That man, FaZe Tass.
Yeah. Tass there, giving him a couple of tips maybe. Oh, that's exactly, yeah, brilliant work production. That's what we were looking for there. Of course, this game we watched from the first leg was 5-3 after that first leg finished up. And it is now, well, remains 5-3. Obviously, change of kits here. Gorilla now from right to left in the orange, and Ebinho in the yellow. this time around from left to right. So a bit of early work to do for Gorilla.
Yeah, a bit of early work indeed. He has to start strong. He has to get the first goal in this game. If he's not getting the first goal, pretty much, would you rule it off? You'd rule it off not against Gorilla, because he's one of the best in the world, but against your average player, 3 goals is a huge, huge mountain to climb.
Oh, it's all a big mess here at the back as well.
Just rushing his clearances.
Got it away, but only so far. And he's still in that danger area, edge of the box. Ronaldinho turns, shoots. Oh, De Gea, though, positioned perfectly once again. Brought him across for that one. He's able to just palm it out for a corner.
Yeah, really good positioning. Just pulling him across to that front post as soon as he saw that it wasn't going to go across him. Whipped into that front post. Quite interesting from Gorilla here. He's using the regular Ronaldo. He's not using the prime Vieira. He's using the 88 Vieira. He's got 85 pace, which is an improvement over the prime, but that's the only improvement across that entire item from the prime to the middle card. So an interesting change into a 3-5-2 as well. We saw Tas play 3-5-2. Maybe that's coming back around as well. He stood behind him. Maybe just a little bit of encouragement. Look, you can get back into this game, just make a change. You see the depth going up as well. He's changed from possession into balance, the width going up. He wants to get that ball wide. He wants to get players into the box at good opportunities as well. Gorilla could turn this around very quickly.
Also a sub. Ronaldinho on for Jordi Alba after 11 minutes.
See, that makes sense because we saw him change to 3 at the back.
Exactly. Clearly we missed something in that other game, but, well, maybe it's one of those things we'll just never, ever know. Stay in Bucharest forever. Here we go. Neymar on the top side. Oh, tries to flick it over. Almost got there in the end as well.
Yeah, really nice. A Kocha flick there. Just trying to scoop the ball over his head. Look for that run on the far side. It was manually selected by Gorilla for the player to make that run in behind. It's got Pele playing far right. Good feet from Ronaldinho.
Well, it takes the shot as well, but Neuer, again, he's up there. 17 minutes, still no goal in this second leg. Still a Brazilian, Ebinho, leads overall 5-3. What another amazing ball. What's he going to do with it this time? Well, he's tried to get through. He's almost squeaked through the legs of 2 players there as well. In the end, though, it bobbles off to the keeper. I feel like there's been a couple of lucky little escapes for Gorilla at the back so far in this second leg.
Yeah, 100%. I think in that defensive third, on a couple of occasions on different days, he'd have conceded by now. I think he has won himself. I think it's a goal kick for Gorilla. Something's got to click for him sooner rather than later during this competition. He put out on Twitter, he said, nothing's really clicked for me at all so far. It's do or die right now. I have to turn up in this final game. In the opening 90, 100, just under 120 minutes of FIFA we've seen, he's not really turned up. The Gorilla that we're expecting, that he expects to turn up at events. He's always known as a big game player, and right now we need to see something massive from him if he wants to go through Swiss style.
Well, there is the shot coming off again now. Keeper is ready for Ebinho, and every one of these chances that doesn't go in plays into that time advantage for the Brazilian. He's lost the ball straight off though, and that is not ideal. Let's put it that way. Ronaldinho almost finds CR7. Corner it will be though. It was deflected off Maldini. Yeah,
maybe look. He played short last time from the corner. Maybe look for something directly into the box potentially from Gorilla. That's Ronaldinho sprinting over to take it short. Who's on the corner? Thierry Henry going to be supplying. No, he's not happy with that. Going back to Ronaldinho. Look for Ronaldo. He's made that run into the near post. Ronaldo going to win it. Never really on target. So what he's done there, he's manually switched with the right stick onto the player that he wants to make that run into the box. He's then put the ball into the area, hold it, he's powered it up with square or X on this occasion, since we're playing on Xbox, and then he's manually ran Ronaldo all the way around to the front post. And usually it pays off for you if your opponent doesn't know what you're doing and doesn't defend that front post. Pretty much everybody at this tournament knows exactly all the meta from set pieces, from corners, and they will manually mark that with a player.
We say that, but we saw that
Free kick
from Ebinho during the first game. Brilliantly done by him. Ronaldinho shoots. Neuer saves. And his near post there. And still, Ebinho holds on. You know, if he can keep defending and having a turn-up performance there of Manuel Neuer, every chance that doesn't go in is a bonus for him. Played out to Walker. Takes the shot with Walker, which was certainly an interesting choice. And now may find himself a little bit loose at the back. Ball whipped over the top. Eusebio gonna have to take a touch on this one. He was just surrounded.
Yeah, good defending him, getting bodies back around it from that corner. How many times do you see someone take an attacking corner and then concede straight away from the counter-attack?
Vieira there that got up and actually got the ball into the middle. And again, all this pressure is Gorilla, and again, it's almost the same position that he's been shooting from time and time again. Ebinho not being caught out once. That is a big kick upfield that almost worked out for him.
It's almost a thing with Gorilla. He's doing the same thing over and over again, expecting something to go in. This year, if you get into that position time and time again with that finesse shot, against the casual player, one of them will go in. Against the pro, they're going to keep on moving that keeper across the line. They're going to try to read it manually. So maybe, can we see something different from Gorilla? We know he's very adept with the skill moves.
Oh, this is brilliant. Oh, that was absolutely insane. That was an insane goal from Ebinho. I hope we get to watch that one again in full, because, wow. What starts with that ball over the top, through ball over the top, which he's done time and time and time again in this game.
The little flick.
And it was the flick, bam, and well, could have done it simpler. But why? You might as well make a show of it. Eusebio goes, sorry, not Eusebio, although he kind of started it for Ebinho, goes here massively now into the lead. Those 3 goals, that 3-goal advantage for the Brazilian is back. 6-3 on aggregate. Yeah, the 3-goal cushion has been restored for Ebinho. That lovely little flick, so delicate. And then just dinked into the box. Ronaldo had a lot of space around him. Could have brought it down, could have slotted it past the goalkeeper, decided to go fancy. And banged it past David De Gea in goal. Oh, it's gone wide. The referee had blown full time just as the ball was approaching the goal. Yeah. 8 shots to 1, I think it was. 59% possession as well in favour of Gorilla, and nothing to show from it. No, and that's the problem for him here. He's had all the possession, he's had all the chances. He's playing almost constantly in his opponent's third. I think if we see a heat map of where they've been in this half, it's definitely pushing up towards Ebinho's box. You see there flicking around through his players. He wants to get Cruyff on, but he don't know who to bring off for him. He's brought Pele off for Johan Cruyff. Ronaldo up top, Cruyff just in behind. Neymar, Henry, Hullet and Ronaldinho. Maybe the most attacking front 7 you've ever seen. Yeah. And then Kyle Walker playing right centre-back like he did for England during the World Cup. Alongside Ramos and Maldini into a 3-4-1-2. You see the custom tactics here from Gorilla. He's not gone all out, but it's very, very attacking right now. If Ebinho just going to soak up the pressure, maybe hit him on the counter-attack potentially. I mean, we already noticed and mentioned the fact that those over-the-top through balls have been absolutely killer from Ebinho. And, well, the less men you've got to sail them over the top of, the easier they're going to be. We'll see, though, because at this point, Gorilla, honestly, he's got nothing to lose, really. He needs a goal, and it needs to come quickly for him here early in this second half of the second leg. It's 6-3 on aggregate. Is the Brazilian just one step away from knocking Gorilla out? Yeah, and arguably getting the biggest shock of the tournament thus far. Spencer said it on the couch. Big, big underdog is Ebinho, but this game is far from over. And if anybody's got a comeback in the locker, it is Gorilla. That ball over the top again. You talked about it just a little bit ago, Joe. That over the top through ball could be the difference in this game. Yeah. feel it maybe has been already from what we've seen, but
on the overlap.
This is where Gorilla has a good chance, of course. Moving forward, so many attacking options. You know, passing around your box where literally, you'd probably say with 5 out of 7 you'd take a shot. And realistically, when it gets desperate with 7 out of 7, you take the shot. And you know you're in a good position. Here's Ronaldinho up top. Space to work with. But not what he wants here. He has a definite vision in mind. Here we go. Hullet. Ball taken away from him. It was clean, says the referee. And this is where it gets interesting on the break. This time, though, Gorilla defense. Very
dicey for Gorilla in that defensive third. There's just not a lot of men there to defend with. It's as simple as that. You're throwing more bodies upfield, and you're going to throw more and more bodies upfield as the game
again
gets further and further on. He's almost... The glass timer, the sand timer is ticking slowly away, and Gorilla's future in this tournament, in the FUT Champions Cup November, is slowly slipping away. Switch back into a 4-2-4 right now. So he's got those 4 players constantly sat up top. He's going to have Henry and Cruyff as his centre mids. And then it looks like Kyle Walker and Ruud Hullet at fullback.
I mean, he's made all his subs, right? I think.
Hullet can play fullback, 6'3".
Absolutely.
Can do a job.
Why not? The fact is, he doesn't have all that much of an option at this point. And, you know, yeah, he's probably seen, okay, it's a little bit too dicey with what I've got at the back there. He's just going to score again. But at this point, you've just got to try and score more than he can, which is, you know, 3 goals down. Not going to be an easy thing to do whatsoever. But it is Gorilla. Let's see. He's going to try a ball over the top of his own. Waiting wasn't good, though. And Ebinho gets a hold of it. Sloppy, though. Gorilla now pushing forward. The slide means one man is out of position, but he can't thread it through. Finally, it does get there to Neymar on the edge of the box. Now Ronaldinho. It's Walker who's going to tussle with him for this one. Who's going to win out? It's Ronaldinho at first. Does fall away, though. Somehow Gorilla still has possession of this one. Takes the shot. It was Vieira. And it's knocked wide. And again, Neuer's pulled off 6-7 big saves, it feels like, at least, for Ebinho in this game.
Yeah, those have to go in if you are Gorilla at this stage. Look at that box filled with orange shirts in it. Maybe whipped into the back post from Neymar. Hullet, the voluntary left back, doing a job for the team.
When needs must. And you have to pull one off. Here we go. Ball away. Look at the space that is there now.
Oh, he's in behind.
Through ball, he's in behind. It's Pele up against Sully. Oh, he's been done. He's been absolutely done there. The ball went in early, though. Defender was already there. And it was close to being a bit spectacular again for Ebinho.
Yeah, lovely little roulette. Just create a little bit of a space. And then he went for that low-driven pass just around the fullback. Not on this occasion from Ebinho, though. And 19 minutes left on the clock. Gorilla needs to score 3 goals. Maybe 4 goals if Ebinho can seal it. Dinked over the goalkeeper.
Absolutely amazing from Ebinho. And that may be the one that just puts it way too far out of reach for Gorilla. 7-3 now on aggregate. And if Gorilla wasn't feeling down enough, that is certainly going to do it for them. First time, dinked straight over the top. Keeper making the dive. And that is how you knock Gorilla out of a tournament in style.
That's confidence. That is so much confidence flowing through this man's veins right now. Ebinho, huge scalp in this tournament. 7-3 he currently leads against Gorilla. What a lovely little dink. He's in though, Gorilla.
He's in. I think he's on there as well. We'll take the shot, we'll score as well.
15 minutes, 4 goals.
To win. I mean, I think he can be happy now with just 3 if he can pull this one level and get in towards extra time. Imagine that had come just 10 minutes earlier, and without that other goal, this could look a whole lot different. Keeper had moved off to the side a little bit, but it was smashed in. Can Gorilla do the unthinkable?
In that Rangers kit. I don't think I've ever seen that Rangers kit used before. It's quite a nice number from Gorilla. get in box, hug sideline, extra striker, all the custom tactics, all the attacking tactics used, but is it going to be useful at all? Nope, it's not. Ebinho.
Ebinho once again just showing that he is not scared, not intimidated by these top players. Look at the cheekiness of it. Keeper was being moved around, had no idea himself where he was going, and it's just slotted in. Just as Gorilla thought he may have a chance, maybe, off the kickoff. Ebinho says, no, sorry, not today.
Anything you can do, I can do better. Right there from Ebinho.
He's nearly done it again.
Ebinho has just thrown a massive cat amongst the pigeons in this tournament. He's beat #Ryan in the Swiss style, and he's also beaten Gorilla right now in Swiss. How far can he go in this tournament? I guarantee nobody wants to play him in that knockout stage.
No, I don't think so either. He's shown here with, you know, the way that he's played this with such composure that he's not scared of playing these big names. You know, NRASECK he played earlier on, lost by 2 goals. Certainly not a shabby turnout. 4-3 loss to Stokes, a man who also has just gone wrecking competition today. So, you know, Ebinho, despite a couple of losses in this Swiss group stage, he's done what needs to be done, and done so by taking down a man like Gorilla, that is, and certainly stamping your name on this tournament and saying, I can win this one as well. Yeah, 100%. With only 4 minutes left to play in this game. 8-4 the scoreline. Ebinho running out of superlatives to describe this performance because it has been quite magnificent. Absolutely. The quality of goals, just, you know, if you go on that. All varied goals as well. All varied, you know. Oh, that's front post. Special. 8-5. I'm generally optimistic, but still. 3 now as a put away. Still difficult. And yeah, Ebinho, you know, taking those risky moves as well, where you actually literally are measuring how weighted that ball is over the top, scoring a couple of those. That cheeky little dink, which you only do if you're feeling super confident anyway. Yeah, and late consolation, you've got to say, for Gorilla with Thierry Henry at the front post. Unless Gorilla can produce some magic from his fingertips, this game is over. The nail in the coffin was put in with that dink over the goalkeeper, I think. Yeah, I think it's, you know, these last couple of goals that have gone in have been more of a formality, more of a bit of a show for the people in the stadium, you know. At this point, at that point, I should say, I think it was already done. Let's see, though. Gorilla maybe able to sneak himself another cheeky one in. Tries it with Neymar. But look at the space. Look at the space there. He's going to be leaking once again. And it's Ebinho coming forward. Keeper was already off his line. Now it's Pele. Will also dink it over the top. It's a mess at the back, but there is the final whistle. It's Ebinho that picks up the victory, and Gorilla is sent home. What a big result this one was. Have to